Ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Houston Rockets. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
Well, there's no question this guy is an incredible player. To see his rebounding trend up like this, really impressive. Puts in a ton of effort on the glass, and that is huge for this team.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions.
Here we go.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Wiggins, and it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now Thompson. Pass to KD. Van Vliet on the wing. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Alexander Walker with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Johnson with a screen on Van Vliet. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Durant deciding where to go with it. Ball stolen. Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Van Vliet. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Şengün against Okongwu. Şengün, no good. Hawks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Well, Johnson has worked on his ability to draw fouls, and there's no question it's made him a better scorer.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
First free throw is good. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Şengün hits them both.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here is Okongwu. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Trains the three-pointer.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
A nice shot by KD.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. found great positioning and then delivers.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And stolen by Şengün. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Şengün.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Wiggins outside. Outside Daniels. Wiggins, a screen on Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Rockets trail by 3. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. In the corner, Şengün with it.
Solid contest from Okongwu there, doing whatever he can to alter the shot.
Wiggins passes to Alexander Walker. Outside Daniel. Back to Alexander Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Van Vliet. The Rockets pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
Here's Wiggins, following the score by Houston. Johnson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Johnson. Pass to Daniel. Three-pointer. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Van Vliet passes to KD. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
Atlanta's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Hawks. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Covered by Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
And here are the Rockets now. They've got an 8-0 run. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The Hawks trail by 3. Inside. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Okay, wow. Okongwu. Unreal.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Houston now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Thompson against Daniels. Durant for 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
To the paint, here's Okongwu.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Durant with it. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. They double-team KD. For 3, Van Vliet. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston leading by 5. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Pass to Durant. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Here's Wiggins. No scoring in this one. Now, Alexander Walker. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Thompson. He's putting up about 14 points a night, just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Yeah, when you have a defender like him out there, it makes a difference. You can't play fast and loose when he's on the floor. You have to take care of the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. And Smart subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Smart. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trail by 7. Johnson with a screen on KD. Daniels dishes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick man. He moves really well.
Pass to Eason. Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
That free throw good from Thompson. Fields checked in for the Hawks. McCollum comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And a switch here also for Houston. Bogdanovich is checked in for Durant. He doesn't get the second one. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Now here's McCollum. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston. Bogdanovich passes to Thompson. Here's Adams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Smart. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing here by 8. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's McCollum. He has yet to score. Pass to Alexander Walker. Hield kicks to Johnson. Now Alexander Walker. Now here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Hield sets the pick for McCollum. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Smart passes to Easton. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Adams. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
What's up?
Atlanta making some changes. Jock Landale comes in for Okongwu. And Newell subbed in for Jalen Johnson. Houston also making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Adams. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. Now here's Hield. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
For Atlanta, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Dort, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets leading by 9. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here's Şengün. He's defended by Landale.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
McCollum kicks to Dort. They set the screen. Hield can't hit.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now, here's Bogdanović. Still yet to score. Just 5 on the clock. Newell pulls it in. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's McCollum on the wing. Drills it from outside.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
Houston leading by 8. Here's Bogdanović. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Şengün with a screen on Hield. A 3 from Bogdanović. The shot, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Houston on top, up by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And for Houston, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Lou Dort. He's out there with C.J. McCollum. Jock Landale's out there with Buddy Hield. And Gay is in at the power forward.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by Houston. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepherd. That is his first foul of the game. Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Landale. There's the pick. And it's McCollum in the corner. Cans it from downtown. And that's now 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Şengün with the screen for Shepherd. The teardrop falls in. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And you can't give McCollum any airspace, or he will torch you off the dribble.
Şengün with a screen on Hield to the left side wing. Pass to Eason. Dort against Smart. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Hawks trail by 9. McCollum passes to Dort. There's a good screen. Over Smart. Dort misses. The Rockets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Shepherd. Atlanta with the rebound. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Pass to Landale. McCollum outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Here's Eason. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Newell. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
He misses the free throw for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Newell. Daniels comes in for Hield, and Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Dort. He hits the second from the line. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wiggins outside. Now McCollum. He's got 8. Outside Daniel. From about 16. McCollum no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Got a piece of it. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Smart. The Rockets with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wiggins kicks to McCollum. Down low to end the cold streak. Landale with the bucket. Irondale's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
Well, he's a true combo guard. McCollum is trusted to run this offense. Great pass.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. A moment now to check out some numbers for Okongwu.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Rockets leading by 8. Pass to Durant. Back to Eason. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
And here is KD following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Bogdanovich wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Well, always ready to get off a 3 of his own. That last bucket was just added motivation for Bogdanovich.
Now here's Wiggins. Scoreless thus far.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
McCollum outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Wiggins. McCollum fires from way outside. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Solid rebound there, and with a score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Smart passes to Şengün. Back to Smart. There's the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Quick release there from Smart.
And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Hawks.
Timeout.
11-point game. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. McCollum, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very crafty.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And he can't make the 2nd free throw either. Missing both.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Kevin?
Truly the love for the game. Ellie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McCullough. And then for Houston, Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Thompson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Smart. The Hawks trail by 7. Alexander Walker finds Okongwu. Johnson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
Durant against Daniel. VanVleet right side. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 3rd assist on the night. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here is VanVleet. He has 6. Here's Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Wiggins. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Daniels. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Tari Eason's checked in for Alperen Şengün. KD against Daniel. Thompson in the corner. Left Trey. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Covered by VanVleet. To the inside. Here's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
You know what they came to see me, never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking last 2 minutes of a drop time.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 13th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Okongwu a screen. Outside Daniel. Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with his three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And Smith already understands you have to be unselfish if you're going to gain the respect of your teammates and coaches.
Here's Wiggins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Rockets leading by 9. Durant with it. He's got 13. Van Vliet outside. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's his second made three of the quarter, third of the game so far.
Atlanta's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Hawks passing it around. Here's Okongwu, and the shot goes in. 8 points for him.
The preferred scoring area for Okongwu. He can get it done inside with his size and length.
Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Daniels against KD. Durant drawing the double team, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Daniels against Smith. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Okongwu. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson. Rockets leading by 10. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Wiggins outside. Johnson against Easton. Alexander Walker on the wing. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Here's Okongwu, covered by Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Okongwu.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Both free throws good from Okongwu. Here's Thompson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to KD. Here's the teardrop. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
And so it's Houston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
We are really close to it now. One of my favorite events of the year. I just bought a new suit for it.
Yeah, I like the whole week and all the events on the court and off the court is going to be lit. And I bet not be on that waiting list to get into your party, Kenny.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Hawks.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers.
Rawr.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rockets leading by 14. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. Here is Daniels, still without a basket. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Smith's shot is good.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Wiggins outside. Pass to Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here is Durant. He's got 15. And here is Şengün. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. "90 seconds now into the second half. Alexander Walker passes to Wiggins. Johnson in the corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. In the third spot, the Hawks. The Rockets fourth.
And both squads extremely adept in transition. They like to get out and run, guys. And this is a battle of greyhounds.
Houston leading by 15. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
It just moves so fluidly for a guy his size. Durant is an absolute terror to defend on the drive.
Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Van Vliet, and he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Okongwu following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Rockets leading by 18. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thompson misses.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Şengün covering. Alexander Walker finds Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Daniels. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. The rebound by KD.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Pass to Van Vliet. It's good. And it's 13 points for Fred Van Vliet.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Okay, let's take a look at Alperen Şengün.
Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 7. Şengün against Okongwu. To the paint. Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to KD. Van Vliet with a screen on Daniels. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And so Durant nails them both. Here's Wiggins. 5 points in the game. Inside. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the game. Outside Durant. Van Vliet sets the pick for Durant. To the inside. And stolen by Okongwu. Down low. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
So much strength from Okongwu. 6'8", 235. He's a strong guy.
Okongwu, no good on the free throw.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to KD. Six on the shot clock. Durant drawing the double team. Excellent defense from Daniels. Wiggins with it, picked up by Thompson. And it's Wiggins missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
KD with the bucket. KD's got 6 here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
The Hawks trail by 20. Now, Alexander Walker. 8 points for him. Okongwu a screen. Alexander Walker passes to Wiggins. The Hawks again can't hit. Houston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jock Landale's checked in for the Hawks. On the wing, Daniels. Wiggins outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here's Thompson. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you guys.
I appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Okongwu finds Alexander Walker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to KD. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 6 assists in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Alexander Walker. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Hawks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And he's no small presence inside. Smith, a handful for defenders in the painted area.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And the Hawks making a change here. McCollum's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Tari Eason's checked in for Şengün. Bogdanovich comes in for Thompson. And Smart subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And so he makes both from the line.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Houston making some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Durant. In the corner, Daniels bangs home the trifecta.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Shepard with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Adams, the pass to Bogdanovich. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
The Hawks shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. McCollum, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bogdanovich dishes to Adams. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Daniels kicks to McCollum. Wiggins, right side. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. Wiggins has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Shepard. Adams outside. Outside, Smart shoots the 3. And they'll get another chance. Houston moving it around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Smart's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Smart. Daniels against Eason. Shot clock at 3. Landale with the bucket.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Shepard, the pass to Adams. Outside, Smart. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Landale grabs the miss. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Daniels using that vision.
.110 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Smart. Pass to Adams. Landale grabs the miss. Bogdanovich against Wiggins. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Here's Landale.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
Now Shepard. Pass to Adams. Over in the corner, Shepard. Fires for three. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got his fourth rebound in this one. McCollum finds Alexander Walker. Lets it go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason's got 4 rebounds in this game. Smart wide open, he fires. And so it's the Houston Rockets finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got C.J. McCollum. Jock Landale's out there with Johnson. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Dort in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Johnson. Pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Smart deciding where to go with it. Stan teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Eason. He can't hit that time. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Now that's 17 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it out.
Here's Bogdanovich, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
McCollum up top, Hield outside. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's McCollum. Clock at 4. The fader. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Bogdanovich. Johnson with the block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without fouling.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Durant's checked in for Houston. Outside, Smart. Here's Shepard. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Outside, Dort. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's stolen by Eason. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's McCollum, following the score by Houston. Over in the corner, Dort. And just miss after miss right now. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. KD against Johnson. Shoots over Johnson. Again, the Rockets score.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
It's tipped. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Daniels, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Dort. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. Down low, Durant with the steal. Daniels with the steal. Basket counts.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Houston.
Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. It's Şengün, top of the key. Pass to Durant. Outside, Smart. A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hawks passing it around.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, this is kind of what Smart is known for. He's likely up in your face defensively. Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Now here's Durant. The three. Smart misses.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Clint Capella comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bogdanovich in for Shepard. Okongwu finds Daniels. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him. The Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Adams with the screen on Daniels. Here's the lob to Adams, and stolen by Okongwu. Wiggins with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Wiggins passes to Alexander Walker. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Now here's Wiggins. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okongwu. The Hawks again can't hit. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside, Smart. They could use a bucket. Wiggins with the rebound. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Atlanta. Alexander Walker passes to Wiggins. Outside Daniels. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Outside Bogdanovich. To the inside. Here's Adams. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And it's the Hawks' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Okongwu. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Crawford's checked in. And it's Kevin Durant in for Tari Eason. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins, a screen on Crawford. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Smart. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Tate, he's checked in for Houston. Aaron Holiday comes in for Kevin Durant. Here's Smart. Pass to Adams. Now Tate. To end the drought. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
One shot.
So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. but the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Now here's Smart. Rebound by Alexander Walker. To the paint, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions, and defensively, they need stops.
Smart passes to Bogdanovich. Smart with this screen on Daniels. From 17 feet out, he squares up and sinks it.
And that's cash. Bogdanovich is a legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range.
Here's Okongwu. And easy 2 points on the layup.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
.139 left in the game. Wiggins against Holiday. Adams outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Now here's Smart. Four on the clock. Back to Bogdanovich. No good on the three. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
No coverage that time.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Smart kicks to Bogdanovich. Inside, deflects the pass, and stolen by Okongwu. Alexander Walker with the ball. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in a pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Kevin Durant.